Yeah, so I'm probably not pretty good at this. So hi guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. It's Mac here, and today we're in Arkansas, back in the States. I'm going to be here for about a week, and we're going to start out this video here on the golf course, out with the family, having a good time. But in this video, we're going to go around, see the farm, give us a farm update, just checking all the things back here at the States with the family. But all right, I'm not any good at golf, guys. A little bit.
Just like that.
Just like that. Boy, you own it. Okay, you own it. So yeah, my brother's been playing golf for a little while now, and actually he's been into it pretty well. He's going to get into some tournaments here. I think probably heading into next year, he's already signing up for several tournaments. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's nice being out. It's beautiful. I just love being out in nature, and golf's a great sport for being out in nature.
You.
He hit the tree.
Fell on the fairway. Got a lucky bounce. One way to get up there. I was invited to a 4-man scramble by my company. Management decided they wanted to engage with their employees a little better, so they bought out the entire golf course one day and paid for all of us and fed us. And from there, I just been hooked on it. It is just an addictive sport.
It's a practice swing. Looks pretty good. Another practice swing. He's been doing pretty good today. He's hit a lot of balls just straight down the fairway. So let's see how he does. Yeah, this is pretty much exactly where you said it was gonna land.
Yeah, only on the down draw is there's a tree right there.
Unfortunately, you got this tree.
Oh.
So the tree's right here. And oh, you got to get right over there
White flag.
to the white flag. That's nice. You punched right through.
Exactly where I kind of want to do.
Oh, look at that.
All up the hill.
Oh, rolling up the hill,
On the green.
onto the green. Perfect. Perfect shot.
Perfect.
Boy, you money.
Money. That's
G
it.
money.
That's money right there.
That's money.
That was perfect.
Money. Boy, you are money. G money. That's nice.
I like to come out here at least twice a week if I can. Play. You know, it gets me, you know, away from the house, gets me out here in a little peace, get to enjoy myself. Get a little frustrated sometimes, but sometimes get a little gratification from a well-made shot. You know, wife don't bother me. Everybody knows where I'm at, so nobody's wondering what I'm doing. So it's just an all-around good sport to have. And anyone can play. It's a skill-based game. Anybody can play golf. All you got to do is want to. Practice.
So this is wrapping up golf. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon anyways, so off to the next adventure.
the farm is holding on. It's been just a standard year. We didn't lose much, we didn't gain much. We just held on with the few calves that we got and the cows that we got. Just been going forward.
It's always fun getting back out on the farm. You know, I enjoy farm work. I mentioned this many times. Ran a farm, grew up on a farm. Live on a farm now, and although we're not working that farm per se, it's a great place to live. Tractor's out of diesel. I think it's out of diesel, and I hope I don't have to take it to shop. So I'm hoping that this will solve the problem with the tractor. It's a very unique spout. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like this before. But there we go. Yeah, it's a very unique spout. Hoping I can do this without wasting a lot of diesel everywhere. All right. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh. Okay. Now it's just a balancing act. Try not to waste any more diesel on myself or on the tractor. Wait a couple minutes to let this happen. You know, the great thing about farming is that I don't know of any other activity really gets you back out with nature. You spend a lot of time outdoors. I mean, it's a beautiful day out here. I mean, not a cloud in the sky. And I live in the city, been all over the world at this point, but you know, something really spectacular about being able to come back home, like migratory birds or migratory fish. Of course, the fish die when they come back, right? They just come back spawn and then they die. At least the salmon do. But still, to be able to come back home and see things the way they were, but then also see things differently because you've been out, you've had new experiences. That's how I feel. I've had new experiences, gained unique insights, and I see some things here that are like, wow, I love the way it is. I see some things here like, wow, I wish we could change some of that. And I think that's natural as well. But just to be back on the farm is a wonderful feeling, wonderful experience for me. Growing up in this type of lifestyle is something that I've kind of wanted for my children to have, and I've pretty much done that, right? So our first farm that we had in Southern Maryland, Blair and I had a farm there with cows, old McDonald's farm type thing with cows, pigs, chickens, and our first 4 children had that experience, and then we moved to the UK, and we've had some nice farm experiences in the UK. There was the time we got those young pigs, so when we first moved over there, we had some sheep out front. There's a horse out front now, so we've stayed close to agriculture. That's part of the reason I take the kids to all of the county shows, and we hit the state fairs and county fairs. But even before I moved to the UK, we do county shows. You know, I remember when Blair and I first got married, a lot of people have really fancy honeymoons when they get married. What Blair and I did when we got married was we went to the Virginia State Fair. And if that's not country, I don't know what is. Yeah, that was what we wanted to do, though. It wasn't a lack of ability to do something else. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to go to the State Fair, so we went to the Virginia State Fair. And we had a really, really great time there. I've always enjoyed getting out, being with nature. I love to celebrate farmers. I consider myself to be a bit of a part-time farmer. I have a love of agriculture, but I don't really, that's not what I do for work so much, right? It's what I do because I enjoy the lifestyle and I love supporting the lifestyle. So whenever I can highlight farmers and agriculture, I do that. And to have the family farm to come back here too is always exciting for me to get back out here. So I'll be doing a bit of mowing here right before sundown. We got some other stuff to go do tonight, but here's a old garden patch, and the grass is really fertile. The ground is fertile, so it's growing a lot of grass, and the grass here is higher. And I may end up mowing the whole yard. Definitely here get one last good mowing in the fall. It's late October right now, so before we head into November, frost hasn't started yet, so grass is still growing strong. But I may do a nice mowing here. Ooh. Thought I saw something fly by. You know, wasps are still out. I saw some wasps up on the side of the house, and I'm debating over whether or not I even want to bother them. I mean, they're pretty up in the eaves, so they're pretty high up. You know, they're not really bothering anyone at that height, but still, it's wasp. You know, there's a lot of babies in the family. There's a lot of babies in the family. So you definitely don't want any babies getting stung by wasps. But at the same time, I have an appreciation for nature. So I try not to disturb nature when nature is doing what nature does. I mean, wasps were created to do what they do, make hives and go out and live their waspy lives. And so I try not to impede that unless their lives are impeding on mine. So right where they are in that eave, I'm still trying to decide if that is an impediment or is that something that should just be left alone. Again, they're pretty high up, maybe 20 feet up in the air, maybe higher, and not in a readily accessible spot. They've been there all summer. No one's seen them. No one's bothered them, and they haven't bothered anyone. You know what? Now that I think about it, I'm gonna leave them be. It'll be a frost here in another month or so. So I think I'm gonna just leave them be. It's a beautiful morning here. You see the sun is coming up brightly, and I got up early because yesterday while I was mowing, I recognized that I had a problem. The tractor really needs to be serviced. It wasn't operating correctly. The motor wasn't running right, and I really need to get this tractor over to the Kubota dealership so they can work on it. I already called the dealership early this morning about 7 a.m. They said they could take it in. I just have to figure out how to get it loaded. The truck on the farm is not running right now, so I have to go and buy a hitch, and I need to get some tie downs, but we need to get this tractor to the shop. We're heading into the fall season here, into the winter season. They're going to need the tractor to move hay and do other things around the farm. I won't be able to pick it up, but I'll have my brother pick it up a little later. But I just have to get it to the shop this morning. So that's the first thing I have to get done. I wasn't planning to do this today. We had other activities planned for the day. But there's this farm work. When things come up, you have to take care of it. So let's go take care of the tractor. One of the most important parts of moving a tractor is making sure that the tractor doesn't fall off. So the main thing I need to pick up here is a hitch, which is one of these. Need one of these, and I need some ties, some tie downs. I see those a little farther down. I like coming to farm stores. So when we're talking tractor maintenance, I know one thing has probably been missed as well, which is all the ports and joints need to be greased on the tractor. So I had to buy a grease gun because I'm not sure if the farm has a grease gun. I'm pretty sure there's one around somewhere, but I don't feel like hunting it down. So I'm gonna buy a grease gun and grease all those points on the tractor. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been done in quite a while. Today is all about tractor maintenance, at least this morning is. I want to get this mowing deck greased down, then I'm going to drop it off the tractor, set it over here to the side. So I definitely want to grease it before I put it down. But yeah, get this greased. Oh, and then get the tractor loaded. But grease first. There we go. Smell of grease. It reminds me of my dad. My dad spent a lot of time out here working in his farm, which is this farm. And so he often smelled of grease and motor oil, diesel. He was a mechanic, industrial mechanic later in life, but started out as an automotive mechanic, shifted over to industrial. And so I'm very familiar with these smells. There we go. Okay, so now, next thing you do, drop this mowing deck, get the tires aired up, and get this trailer, get this tractor up on the trailer. So just getting these tires aired up on the trailer, and they're holding air, so it seems to be the main things they need is just a bit of air in them. But wrapping up on this part of the project, this thing's starting to come together.
I don't want to put it all the way up to the compressor because tonight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It looks good.
It looks good, but see, it can be dry.
Yeah,
Like when I put in that cap,
yeah. I think this Atlas could pull it. It's flat.
will it pull it?
Yeah,
What you think that ball back there?
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Yeah, we're gonna put it on this Atlas.
I have to lock these stuff up.
Nah, I understand. People run off with the trailer hitch. Be gone with your stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Right. I'm just the person that I am.
Nice is a good way to be. But you know, as long as you can do it, manage yourself, don't let people take advantage of you, right?
Man, I'm an entrepreneur, man. I never let it, you know. I always
Yeah.
tell people take advantage of yourself. You can't get me. I used to be Mr. Getter. No.
You can't get the getter.
You can't get the getter, you can't slick the slicker, baby. I've been down that road. Let me go down some more. I've been down that road, man. Look, man, I'm from the city, man. Started knee out to a dog, baby.
You can't.
Now we gotta let this one down. Now.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I started young. I was in the trenches. I've been in the jungle.
Mark was howling last night, barking. Woo, 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 woo.
It'd be like a little puppy if she was right.
I really appreciate KJ coming over to help me out today. He helped me speed this up. We're running behind schedule, but that's more my fault than it is his. And it's just so much easier and better to get this kind of stuff done with some help instead of out here trying to do it all by yourself all the time. I know a lot of farmers have to do it by themselves, but when you can get some help, take some help. Well, that was almost a disaster. Didn't like the ball. Oh, it's on the chain. Okay. That could have went bad. That was a little more dramatic than it should have been just for loading the tractor on the trailer. All right, but we loaded. Let's get it strapped down.
No, they did.
What'd they do?
They switched drivers.
They switched drivers at the. They switched drivers at the gate. They're trying to get one over on us.
How
you doing?
Maybe I'm sweaty and dirty. How you doing?
Now why you do that, man?
you doing?
Snitch out, boy.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
You working the farm?
I wasn't gonna say nothing. How you doing, man?
All right, about you?
You making it all right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Higgins, how y'all trying to afford that shit?
I wasn't gonna. I saw it, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. KJ the one.
Come up in here.
KJ calling you out. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Always call me out.
I saw. I knew what they were doing. I was gonna let it go. Yeah.
You gotta bring that attention. She can try though.
Yeah.
Ain't
This
got a
is
light.
Jamario.
Jamario, how you doing, sir? Nice to meet you.
Mr. Higgins.
Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
Nice to
Grandpa
meet you.
Higgins, I call
The other family members already vouched for you, but you know you took my favorite niece, right?
Yep.
You got my favorite niece.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I am the favorite,
yeah.
What that mean, right?
I love them all,
but I've
did-
always been the favorite.
but this is my favorite one right here. I appreciate y'all coming out here. You see, we doing country farm stuff. The tractor needs to get some work on it. So let's say I had my twins. I was 43 years old. We had our twins. My wife was in her 40s. She's 40-ish. She's a few years younger than me, but she was over 40. So we had twins at 40, after 40. Twins after 40. y'all got plenty of time is the point I'm trying to make, right? You don't have to rush and be like, oh man, we gotta have to make these babies right now. This is the family. Everybody else just give you their inputs, but this is the family. Y'all too, make y'all decisions. It's your decision. Mama, daddy, uncle, cousin, grandpa, grandma, everybody got opinions. Typically, they ain't gonna want you to go too far away from home, but make y'all decisions, y'all too, right here, right? That's first. The second one is, your home is where your job is. So if you get a job in the Pacific Northwest and y'all say we gonna go to the Pacific Northwest, then you get up and y'all go, because this is the family, to the Pacific Northwest. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you something my daddy told me. He said, son, you could always come back home. So if y'all go out in the world, wherever that may be, if you don't give it a good go now. Don't go 3 months and be like, I'm coming back. You'll get homesick. But go, stay, and if you don't like it, you know, this ain't going nowhere. South Arkansas, Northern Louisiana, it's gonna be right here, right? So you can always come back. But be willing to be adventurous, be bold. And as a young college graduate, a lot of people will say, I can't find a job, I can't find a job. Yeah. And I almost always say, there are jobs available, you just have to be willing to get up and go where they are. You can't find a job where you at, but there's some jobs, you might just have to go over there. So going to take a look at a place at Tennessee, that wasn't on your list. That wasn't where you was planning to go. You ain't never grew up saying, I want to go live in this location, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was playing at a church, and the deacons, and I was getting ready to move to DC, and the deacons were like, and I was kind of sad about it, you know, man, I'm gonna leave my church, and them old men looked at me and they like, boy, your home is where your job is at. You're a young man. Right. Wherever you work, that's where your home is. I'm in my old uncle phase, and that's what old uncles do. They throw out a whole bunch of advice, take what you want, throw away the rest. I'm gonna let y'all go. You gonna hang out with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we had a nice ride over here. At the dealership now, and I already got everything set up. Told him everything that needs to be worked on the tractor, about to drop it off and then moving on to the next part of the day. But it was a long drive over here. I was a little concerned because, you know, this is not necessarily the vehicle I'd normally pull a tractor with, but we made it work. All right, let's get it unloaded. I'm glad that on the way over here, it was a pretty easy drive because I was a bit concerned. This is not the best tie down job. I knew it was flat on the way over here, and I knew I was not doing the best. I was not gonna give it the best tie down job. I've done a lot better with tying down before. But it got us here, so I'm not gonna complain. You press down on it, and when you press down on it, you can pull it, and it'll take it off. And then once it's off, you just unlatch it. So I had it latched here. But you can help me with this part of it because we have to now.
Put my phone in your pocket.
Sure. We have to, and all you do, well, don't let it get, okay, hold on. There we go. And it literally just pull it back and forth, and it's gonna wind it back up in there. Yep, let me get the other one. A lot of work going on the farm. I just come back from dropping off our tractor. But since I couldn't get the mowing done myself, we did contract with another farmer to come out and do some bush hogging for us because we didn't get as much done on the farm as far as mowing this year. I wanted to get a lot more done. I wasn't here. My brother-in-law's been preoccupied with some other things going on, but there is a ram in the bush. Got a mower out here right now, cutting this section. It's gonna make this look really good. It's gonna go all the way back up this center space, and that looks nice. Next, we'll move over and do the far pasture and get the same thing done out there. And get this whole area cleaned up, looking really good. This time of year, if you do this here in late fall, heading into the winter, this will look good all the way into the springtime, grass will grow in, and it'll look really impressive. But the summertime rolls around, you'll need to get back out here and have someone bush hog it again. This is the brand of tie down that I bought, and these worked really well. It helped me haul that tractor over 30 miles down the road, up some hills, down some hills. It's Erickson, 3,300 pound maximum, 1,100 pound working load limit. And I had bought 2 of these, actually I had 4 of these, and they worked really well. Now I wish I'd gotten the ones that were a little longer because this is 10-foot retractable, but these worked exceptionally well for hauling that tractor. So my dad had a shop, again, I mentioned he was a mechanic, and this is his last workshop that he had before he passed away. And it's really nostalgic because it has those scents and smells that I knew from my childhood. I spent a lot of time in the shop with him when I was young, and that metallic grease smell is in here. So I love coming in here sometimes, just piddling around, looking around. Piddling is a word that he used to use a lot, but just looking around. And I've actually started to add some things to it. We're gonna keep this little shop going. We're gonna keep this little section going here where this is where you kind of work on some of your farm stuff. Now I'm not a welder, my brother's a welder, so those welding rods mean something to them. Mean nothing to me because I'm not a welder. I may pick that skill up at some point, but I don't have it right now. But I love these little jars with the nuts and bolts in it. And this was something, again, really special to him. A small little workshop, but it allowed you to do what you needed to get done for the level of farm work that he was doing. I was actually using this little vise here this morning when I was working on that, the gun, or that grease gun. So yeah, I'm starting to add some things to it, and we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep this little shop alive. After a long day on the farm, getting a lot of great work done, a lot of mowing, tractor hauling. Let's go out into town, have something to eat. This would be a great time to get out with the family, going out with my niece, my mom, Miss Wanda, cousin. Going to the Black Cat. I like the name. Let's see how the food tastes. Look at that, catnips.
Yeah, look at that.
I like the fact that they keep the theme going. Fat cat steaks, black cat favorites,
That's cute.
Catalicious sides.
Right for you? Thank you. And right for you.
Thank you. Oh, it looks really nice. Roasted vegetables, nice seared New York strip steak, roll, baked potatoes. That was a really great meal here at the Black Cat. I don't think I've ever eaten here before. I know I haven't, but I would definitely be back. Delicious food right down here in the town square. Wonderful experience with the family. Now, whoever thought that you see what looks like a very British phone booth right here in downtown El Dorado. But like, they have books in it, pretty much the same way that I've seen them with books in the UK. So I'm just driving along here in Arkansas. Blair sent me on a mission. I'm heading over to a town called Texarkana. And so we're driving along, and along the side of the road, you see this white stuff. And I'm saying, that's cotton. And we were talking about it, the history of cotton here in the American South. And, you know, this is cotton. Same kind of stuff you buy in the store feels like this. It feels like the cotton balls. But there's seeds in here. There's some cotton seeds in here. So we were driving along, and I saw these out in front of me, and I said, what in the world is that? And I was like, you know, it's around Halloween. Is those hay bales, did someone decide maybe to, you know, paint a couple hay bales orange and make them look like giant pumpkins? Because I've seen people do that before as well. And as we got closer, I could take a good look, and I said, oh my goodness, this isn't hay bales. These are massive bales of cotton. You see there's a cotton field right here in front of me. You can see this cotton is growing. And yeah, if you're going to pick some cotton, it would go like this, and you would just kind of pick it off with your hands. And from a ancestral standpoint, this is what black people used to do in slavery. Now, I was always told as a kid that there were thorns in there, and they may have changed the varieties up, and you may not have any thorns in there. And so this cotton, of course, is dirty. Look at all this trash in it. There's seeds in here, because every time I touch it, there's seeds. And here's some of the hull, and there's dirt, and there's stems. So this, of course, has to be clean, but all of your clothes that are cotton made, of course, are going to be coming from something like this cotton. But yeah, this is a massive cotton field, and these massive bales of cotton. We're gonna move on down the road here, head on to the town, go on that trip that Blair wanted me to go pick up the stuff that she would like. But wow, this is a lot of cotton. You can see more rows way off in the distance. This is a massive cotton farm, all industrial. So Blair has sent me on a mission to buy some clothes for Braden, but I think it's really just to buy some pumpkin outfits or Halloween outfits for the twins. She wants them to have something matching, boy, girl, twin matching. So we're gonna go try to find some matching clothes for the babes. We're gonna start out in Carter's and then we'll head over to Target. So I don't see anything for Halloween, but check this out. This girl, yes. So this would be, say, for Kenzie, and then this could be for Kai. This is a cool matching outfit for the Christmas season.
Yeah, this is cotton. I guess I was the generation just at the end of hand picking cotton. I remember my mom used to go pick cotton. This had to be around the year of 1957 because I wasn't in school yet. And I had my little cotton sack, and I picked my little sack of cotton full, and then my mama would still be picking her great big sack of cotton, and she would get me in my little cotton sack and put me on her big cotton sack. And that's just before I started school, back in 1957. She'd have me on her cotton sack along with the cotton that she picked. And they would pick the cotton, and when they got the sacks full, they would come to the truck, and they'd pick up the bag of cotton and weigh it, and put down whatever she had picked up and put her name beside that. She'd go pick some more. And she'd pick and she'd pick, and at the end of the day, when they got through with all of the cotton picking for the day, they would add up all of the numbers that they had picked, the amount and weight of what they had picked that day, and pay them so much by the weight. Yeah, they would come pick us up in the morning and drop us off in the cotton field, and the men would mostly leave. We'd pick cotton till lunchtime, and everybody would pull up their sack, and they'd carry their own little lunch, little sack lunch, and we'd sit down, we'd eat our lunch, and after lunch, we'd get back in the cotton field and pick more cotton. And this was the way that a lot of the ladies, housewives that wanted a little extra money, made money. They only had a few jobs in that era back then for them. If you weren't cleaning house for somebody, you just didn't have anything to do. So those ladies would get out there and go pick cotton, make a little extra money for the family. And that was the last of the hand-picking cotton of this area. This is industrial cotton picking now, but this is cotton.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Hey, baby, how you doing? Good. Can I get one from you too? Come on, give me a hug. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm coming down to my last day here in Arkansas, and it's been a really good week. I've been here right at a week. Been productive, got a lot done. You always recognize that there's so much more that you need to do that you haven't gotten to yet, especially since I'm kind of bouncing in between here and the UK, and I don't spend much time here, definitely not as much time as I would like. It is a pleasure to be able to come out and work on the family farm, pitch in, help out my brothers, help out my brother-in-law, the whole family. You know, these guys really do their part year in and year out to keep this place operational. This year we had some challenges. There's been health issues, there's been just life has kind of gotten in the way. And so because of that, the farm is it's been, as my mother put it, just one of those years you're just holding on. And if you know anything about working on a job for a long time or having any pursuit that you've done for any type of an extended period, you understand sometimes you're just trying to hold on. You'll have periods, months, a year, two, where you're just holding on. And well, that's where we are this year with the farm, just holding on. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to hold on through those steady state years to get to some explosive growth in the future, right? And that's kind of how I see it. This is a steady state year and we're holding what we got. We may grow a little bit more in the future, but this year we're holding what we got. So I'm gonna go out, take a quick look at some of the cows. I love putting eyeballs on them, and then do a little bit of fishing. Here's one of the older calves. This little fella definitely doesn't know me. There's one of the younger calves taking a quick run over to mama. A lot of nice little calves out here. Yeah, but they don't know me. These guys were all born this year. They've never seen me before. So to the safety of mama they go. Of course, Big Brutus does know me. We're old acquaintances. He's still here, statuesque in his picture and pose. Good looking bull. So as the sun is starting to set here, this is a perfect time to get out on the pond, catch a few fish. This is gonna be my last chance to fish before I head out. Heading out in the morning, but right now, let's go get on the pond, a little bit of catch and release, have a little fun, see what I can pull out of the water. Hey there, brother man. What's going on?
I was trying to come see you for the free leave.
Okay.
So you got it where you can hear me?
They can hear you now.
Okay. This farm here, it brings about so many memories. When I come here, it's just like you can feel our Father's presence, even that He's not here. I mean, this farm here, I hope it stays in the family for generations and generations.